predators of pests. When I explain to strangers what I do for a living, they ask a different set of questions. Why should we care about wasps? What do they do for us? Why do you study them? Why don't you study something more useful, like bees? I explain that wasps are nature's pest controllers, that they are probably more diverse than even beetles, that a world without wasps would be just as devastating as a world without bees or beetles or butterflies. My new friends shuffle with all the grace of a plastic bag at an organic food market. Yet on hearing the B word, they spot their chance of recovery and seize it to tell me how much they love bees. Safe territory. Wasps are forgotten. Slipped into the recycling bin like unopened junk mail. My friends are relieved that the wasp conversation is over. I can't blame them. Bees are good and cute and useful. We love them, and rightly so. However, there are a mere 22,000 species of bees, and there are over 100,000 species of wasps. Still, it's almost impossible to walk into a bookshop these days and not bump into a beautiful book about bees. Written by journalist, science writer, or academic, there is a bee book to set any flavour of consumer buzzing. These tomes bounce off the media storms that have been generated by a burgeoning body of new science on the importance of bees, the plight of bee populations, and the catastrophic effects that their decline is likely to have on our health, food security, and happiness. It is not surprising that readers have an insatiable appetite for books about these adorable, helpful organisms. In stark contrast to bees, wasps are depicted as the gangsters of the insect world, winged thugs, inspiration for horror movies, the sting in the tail of thriller novels, conduits of biblical punishment. Shakespeare, Pope Francis, Aristotle, even Darwin struggled to speak favourably of wasps and questioned the purpose of their existence. Scientists have been victims of this culture too, shunning wasps as research subjects despite the endless forms of these creatures that remain to be studied. It seems that the root of this hatred is the wasp's sting, its eagerness to keep on stinging, and its apparent pointlessness in the natural world. For most people, wasps are the yin, dark side, to the yang, sunny side of the bee. This analogy from Chinese philosophy is appropriate on many levels. It describes our feelings about wasps, negative, and bees, positive. It articulates our perceptions of how useful wasps, not useful, and bees, very useful, are to us. It also describes the complementary roles in ecosystems of bees as pollinators and wasps as predators. The importance of wasps as predators has gone largely unappreciated, and this is one of my reasons for writing this book. Wasps are important in ecological and economic terms. They have as many sunny sides as bees do, with their fascinating social behaviour, their beauty and diversity, and their evolutionary importance as the ancestral root to all bees and ants. Wasps hold hidden treasures of relevance to our own culture, survival, health, and happiness. The bee story was written by wasps before bees even evolved, and before wasps had shown humans how to make the paper on which the first bee book could be written. This book aims to balance the scales, to pull up a chair for wasps at the nature table of appreciation, and to transform the macabre repulsion that people have for wasps into the fascination and appreciation that wasps deserve. If you love bees, this book may bring uncomfortable news. Bees are simply wasps that have forgotten how to hunt. The original bee was a solitary wasp who turned vegetarian, replacing the protein of meat with the protein of plants, pollen, and so kick-starting the bee's long co-evolutionary relationship with plants. This evolutionary shift in diet